Kate and Justin here. More than 2 million Australian employees are being forced to take their annual leave over the Christmas period. Tony Wilson's on the line, workplace performance expert. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Justin.
Tony, first of all, can people actually be forced into taking leave? I mean, is that legal to say, listen, you are taking 2 weeks off and that's the end of it? Are they legally able to do that?
Yeah, well, it's different in different situations. So if you've got accrued annual leave over and above what you should have at that point, then employers can do this. And also, if the business is actually shutting down over the Christmas period, then they can do it as well. But for a lot of people, you kind of need to check your employment agreement too.
And Tony, I mean, what do people do if they're already in negative territory or say don't have enough to cover whatever that closure is taking? Is there anything people can do? Like, can they protest in any way?
Do you know what? I think if you've got extenuating circumstances, right, if you've got something else that's coming up later in the year that's really important, you've got sick relatives to visit or a new baby coming or that sort of thing, I think a really good thing is to talk to your manager. If your business isn't actually shutting down, then maybe talk to someone about it. I think you'll find most of the managers out there don't like taking the forced annual leave as well, so they're probably pretty empathetic to some of those things.
You see a lot more pressure from bosses, though, to get people, so not just over the Christmas break, but to take their leave. I mean, I would say in the last 5 years, there's been a lot more talk about, hey, listen, don't forget to take your, that wasn't like that going back, say, 5 years ago, Tony. Has it changed?
Oh, it's changed dramatically, We used to let people accrue annual leave, just over and above what they would usually have. And now there's limits on that for people and they can force you to take that and use that up. And a big part of that was when we went into the GFC and employers had all this annual leave on their balance sheet, if you like, stuff they had to pay out to people. They wanted to get that kind of, that balance sheet down a little. And so they forced people to take it. But I think also you've got to think of this as there's a bit of give and take, right? So if you look at all the research on productivity, it shows us that we need to take leave in order to be most productive. And if we're not taking that leave, we're not as productive for our employers.
And do you think as well, Tony, I mean, for those people who sort of say, no, I'll stick around the office, I'll work over this time, do you think there is reduced productivity when, you have public holidays, when lots of other people are off, it's warm weather, isn't there more of a chance people might slip away a little bit early to get down to the beach for the weekend or whatever it might be?
You think they're slipping out because no one can see them?
Well, kind of.
Yeah. You know what? I think there is an element of that. I think the majority of people that work over this break feel like, though, they actually get a lot more done in a lot of ways. There's not as many people in the office, not as many distractions.
Phone doesn't ring as much, yeah. Exactly.
They can actually get on top of those big projects that they've been trying to nail all year but just haven't been able to because they've been putting out fires.
Well, Merry Christmas.
I'm leaving early, Justin.
Merry Christmas to you, Tony. Thanks for the chat.
Thanks very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're not on a break today, by any chance? You're not on a holiday. We didn't wake you up, did we?
No, I've got 3 more days and then I am gone for 2 weeks.
Tony Wilson, workplace performance expert.